Hello everybody and welcome! My name is Ryan and you're joining me today on a very, very special day. What is the one big thing that I, Ryan, am known for? What was my favorite thing to do in Civ 6? Could it possibly be massive true start location games? Oh, yes. Yes, it is indeed. And today, that's exactly what we're going to do. Remember, pop along to my Discord if you want to see all of the mods that I use in my games, or if you want the turn 1 save file, because today we're going to be combining two of the best true start location activities there is. We are going to be reforming the Roman Empire, or at least starting as Rome, whilst giving the game a unique Civilization 7 twist. Let's reform the Holy Roman Empire with everyone's favorite master of the dad bod, Charlemagne. Now, this map is absolutely massive and wonderful, so I'm going to be using Imago Mundi, everyone's favorite little memento that helps you to just explore. And we want vast sprawling empire, so we're going to go for Corona Civica for now. We might change this around in a little bit. Remember, you can change mementos every age. Antiquity start into Rome. I could argue that Greece would be a fairly appropriate start as well, but this is true start location. If you don't true start location with Rome as your first game, what's the point? Deity, online speed. I really like the balance of online at the moment. It's really good fun. And here we go. Greatest Earth map. Yet not another map pack. It returns. And yes, it is a huge map. And finally, we're going to be playing with long ages and catastrophic disasters. So get yourself a lovely drink, maybe a large stash of snacks hidden in a tent camp. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Let's get started. Turn 1, and it's a true start location map. We are in place in Rome. It would feel weird to move my founder away from Rome's true start location. It's just one of those things that we do on this channel. So there we are, Roma in place. And I feel I need to explain the way the map generates. Jedamon and the other modders have created this wonderful map where certain things are programmed in, such as the map has a pre-programmed land to water divide. Basically, the geography of the map is set in place. Equally, the mountains are fixed in place as well, so we should have a pretty comprehensive Alps. However, stuff like resources and terrain generation is randomized, so we might see navigable rivers, we may not, we may see lots of resources, we may see an Italian desert. Honestly, in Civ 7, it doesn't make a difference whether terrain is desert or plains. You can use the same improvements and it kind of does the same thing anyway, so that's not an issue. But just so you know, there is a little bit of a discrepancy. If you play this game by loading the mod and generating the map yourself, you may see it slightly different, but 10% extra science, 20% gold towards purchasing units, and a camel. This is not a bad start at all. We're going to start with the old, maybe triple, maybe even quadruple scout start. I don't know. We'll see how we go. But the first one is the 3 anyway, so we're just going to move out, and with our wonderful memento, discover the world. And as you can see, we have a little bit of a problem. We are, of course, not alone in the classical world. Here is Napoleon leading Greece. Napoleon is a pretty aggressive leader, and Greece is no pushover. So we are going to have a little bit of a problem later into the game if we want to push into Balkan lands. Now, I'm going to friendly greet him. If it gives me just a little bit of time to set up before he storms across with deity bonuses, that will help me massively. But I want to reform the Holy Roman Empire by the end of possibly the exploration age. And as we push into northern Italy and into the German borders, possibly slightly into the Balkan territories, yeah, Greece is going to be a bit of a problem. I don't think we're going to be allied to Napoleon for very long. Let me put it that way. We're going to try and do our best at reforming a sort of Roman Empire as well, taking over loads of Europe, popping into the islands, into North Africa. Already, I very much want to pop a Sardinian city down. I think that would be quite handy. 2 sources of incense, a gypsum, and a horse. Yeah, it's all pretty useful. But I think a southern Italy city will be really good as well, because we've got a wine and an ivory. This would help me to claim a lot of the Italian land pretty quickly. We'll keep the scouts going for now. Usual start, I'm gonna beeline writing. I just like it. I think it's a really good combo. Getting that library out first means that the AI can't overtech me, and it means that I can get my legions out nice and quickly if I do need to get into a bit of a scrap, which you never know, I might do. It's worth keeping an eye out for extra goodie huts like these cairns. There's a bunch to the north actually. Tent camps, campfires, huge amount of land on this map. I don't know whether or not the AI has really done a good job at spreading everyone. Actually, no, I guess it has, because we know the 10 civs. So we're going to have Axum, Kama, China, Maya, Mississippi. Yeah, we actually know where everyone's going to start. The TSL star is based on the civ at antiquity, not on the leader. We'll see how this goes. It could get production. It might finish the scout, but I would rather take the gold because I can save up the gold and I can use that either on a settler or on a library in a little bit. And my first few tiles, we're going to head towards the silver, the camels, and the incense. So up we pop. Besides, pottery is going to give me food on plantations very soon. And there is one here. This scout is going to drift into Europe. This scout is going to drift up into the Alps. And I will get a third scout out. There's going to be so much land here. I think it's worth just going for as many of these goody huts as I can. We haven't found any villages yet, so let's go for a research collaboration. Yes, nice chunk of science there. Unfortunately, Napoleon will get more of the science than I will, but anything that helps is really good. Another source of camels. Camels is such a strong resource. It basically makes you able to create giga cities. We're really, really happy about that. And 10% extra science from the incense. That's not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. And I'll accept, oh yeah, the cultural exchange. Yields an early alliance between Greece and Rome. Who would have thought it? I'm watching you, Napoleon. Don't you dare do anything too cheeky now. I've got my eye on you. More camels. Oh my goodness, what a camely start. This is wonderful. Village over in Europe. Oh no. Germanic tribes, maybe? I warn you now, the villages don't have TSL starts. Not at the moment anyway. So you will see some very random names. I'm just warning you, just putting it out there. Don't get too immersed. Pull back. I do not need military aid right now, but I'm 2 gold per turn. That's a 40% boost from what I've got right now. I'll take it. Goody hut. 50 gold for 1 turn of science or a bit of culture. You know what? I will take the gold. Yes. It's only 1 turn. That's fine. And let's get the Pantheon as soon as we can as well. Granary is already worth quite a bit of food. So let's try and plop that down. Which direction do we want to move the territory in though? I think I might move that farm. So we're going to replace it by overbuilding it like so, and then moving the tile over. We lose a little happiness, but as you can see, Rome's territory is now expanding towards these other resources, which is lovely. So Miss Goody Hut, science and happiness or culture? I'd like the happiness. We want to go into a celebration as soon as we can. Speaking of, I'm thinking we might need to fight Greece at some point. So do we focus on economy and go for food, giving me as much population as possible, or we can go for culture to boost through the Roman tree as quick as we can, or we go for science in order to get the legion out. We're going to go for despotism. I think a legion rush will be very useful at some point. And speaking of, let's have a look at Charlemagne's abilities. Military and science buildings receive a happiness adjacency for quarters. So basically, a science building gets adjacency from resources. So at the moment, this library, if I plop it on this tile, will have a +3 adjacency. But if I build a quarter, 2 buildings on the same tile, this will also give it adjacency. So we're looking at a +4 library already. That's huge. Oh, Charlemagne, you really do know how to tech. Plus, every time I go into a celebration, we gain 2-3 cavalry units. That's huge. We're going to get so much 3 army, and cavalry units are incredibly powerful. Also, when I'm celebrating, I gain +5 combat strength on cavalry units. The deity bonus is +8, so we've got a little bit of work to do, but it does mean we should have a very, very powerful early gain army. Let's go the Pantheon a bit quicker with charismatic leader. It's kind of the equivalent of God King. You know, in Civ 6, we always used to go God King to get the Pantheon as soon as possible. Oh, it's worse when you watch them claim it. That was my goody hut I'll take. Ugh, watching it and everything. How dare you? Never mind. Oh, look, European gold. Delicious. Well, I do have a bit of silver, I guess. This means that I can purchase in units cheaply, which is very handy. Discover more of Europe. So you can see there are navigable rivers around. This one in particular seems to be separating Italy from the rest of Eastern Europe. That's fine. Don't mind that. Loads of marsh as well. Good land around here. Lots of resources. Oh, this is a distant lands resource. I love the way the game does that sometimes. We might find a little bit of confusion with this sort of thing. Sometimes the game will get a little bit tripped up, but that's fine. Oh, we've met Egypt though. Hatshepsut does have Egypt in antiquity. Lovely to meet you. Not entirely sure how you found me, but we won't worry about that too much. Let's get our settlers out. Remember, we have a memento, which has increased my settlement limit. We want to get these 4 out as soon as we can. It is very bad. I have no happiness whatsoever at the moment. None at all, because I didn't start on fresh water. Rome doesn't have very much at the beginning of the game. That's fine. Oh, don't you dare grab this. This is going to be the second one that's going to be stolen from under my nose, I can tell. Never mind. The rest of Europe is mine. Production, happiness. Come on, let me celebrate. I need to celebrate. Let me do it. Writing. Okay, we'll get this library out as soon as we have the gold. Not long now. That'll help massively. And we're going to start trading with Egypt. I feel she's going to be better to trade with. Nope, she rejects my collaboration. Okay, she will not be better at all. She's going to be an absolute pain. Fair enough. Okay, well, Napoleon, you'll accept it, won't you? Yeah, we'll have to denounce him later if we want to go to war. Ooh, a witch that gives me happiness. Come on, I must be close. Yeah, I'm close to the celebration now. That's good. We have our source of camel. Look at this. All the resources we could ever want. And we just need to start trading with people. Yep. Oh, she claimed it. She just went immediately for it. So rude. Now on to writing 2. It just improves the quality of the library that we're going to get. Napoleon, are you going to settle right on top of me? I feel like you're going to settle right on top of me, aren't you? I can just tell. I can just tell already. Oh dear, what pantheon can I get? Influence and growth rate have both been taken, as well as wonders. We can get something else though. So many of my resources are food related. We got plantations and tons of farms. I am very tempted to go with the extra food. It would already give me 2 food and altar. An alternative would be to go production on fishing boats. There aren't many fish resources. No, look, I've got wine, 2 plantations. I think, unfortunately, I know the variety is not there, but Goddess of the Harvest is the way to play this. Here's my first celebration. Here we go. Plus 20% science. Expand the government. Extra gold. Yes. Keep making settlers. Napoleon can't forward settle us. Actually, no, he can, but he shouldn't. We should stop him as best we can. Ooh, redwood forest. Natural wonder. Just bad. Nice. Now let's go. Or discipline into code of laws. Just jump through the easy stuff nice and quick. Like, you want to denounce me, do you? All right. Poor old Charlemagne. I realize as well, we didn't get any units there because we haven't unlocked the cavalry unit. Okay. There's no way we can unlock a cavalry unit for a little while, but we should tech towards the wheel with a bit of priority because otherwise our celebrations aren't going to do too much. Okay, let's do that. Chariots are very strong. We'll head in that direction. Extra science or extra gold. We'll take the gold because this will let me buy in the library quicker. And as you can see, this is a beautiful 5 science library. Done. Oh yeah, excellent. Then we'll spread the love. There are not many other resources that my capital can pick up, so we're going to focus on just picking up nice farms, stuff that will increase the food. Writing is finished, which means my library has a beautiful +1 science, and we gain a codex, which means my science is up to 28. I've actually overtaken the AI. Yay! Great news. There is no fresh water anywhere around here. Our happiness is so bad. It's so bad. We're not going to go into any celebrations until we solve that problem. Okay, now we got to just keep teching along. Let's go animal husbandry and unlock wheel as soon as we can. Ugh, that's not just me making a nasty noise. That is an actual village that we can claim, a scientific one. Really handy. It gives me loads of free techs if I can create loads of alliances with city-states. I do like that. Anyway, settlement number 2. We've claimed the south of Italy, which is really handy because I do not trust Napoleon at all. I really do think that he will absolutely come along and settle over here as quickly as he can. He doesn't like the fact my borders are touching or that I'm close to his capital. But you know what? Tough. Tough. That's what I say to that. Quickly, we're going to just unlock sailing so that I can get galleys because I do think I'm going to need a bit of a navy to stop him from crossing over. Keep exploring. We're now into the depths of Russia. There are loads of ruins still to claim. This is good. Gives me the hope that exploring is still worth it. I can see England. It's so majestic. It's so lovely. We'll get there soon. Don't you worry. Oh, he settled too close to me and gave me influence. Yep. Okay. He settled all the way up there. Don't worry. We have plans. plans. We have some plans. In terms of priority settling, I think I'm going to go and claim the gold. It's such an amazing resource. I don't want to let Napoleon get this. So up in this direction we'll go now as well. Cotton would really improve my capital with a bit of food and production. Do you want a few sources of iron for combat strength? Napoleon is going to be quite tough, but we'll do what we can for now. Now let's finish this saw pit, which will do a few things for me. It will make a quarter, which will give me 1 science and 1 culture to my palace because it's adjacent, but it would also give me 1 extra science from my library. So it says it will give me 1 science. It'll actually give me 2, as well as a bunch of production. I don't know why the nameplates keep disappearing like that. If you just click into it, it comes back. It's very strange. Anything that gives me happiness towards celebrations, we're just taking it. This is the only way we're going to be able to celebrate is via events at the moment. Not forever. Eventually, we will unlock some buildings that help, but it won't be for a while. Now on to masonry, then irrigation, then wheel. Oh, I should have been throwing influence at 8 turns, and it will be my friend. Amazing. Egypt, don't you dare. I can see you there. They're probably going to go and settle these islands, I would expect. Charlemagne's procession is grand, but something is missing. Do I focus on an army or on my science? So either we get a warrior and a slinger for an extra warrior, or we get a little bit of culture by building the library, which we've already done. Okay, let's actually do this because we've already finished it. So there we go. Quest complete. Easy. And now we need 2 markets. Okay, that might be harder. I don't know what a market is. All I know is that I really need one. Rome is going to focus on production at the moment and a little bit of happiness. So let's pick up this lumber yard, which will give me 15 production now. Amazing. We can now get some more settlers. It's not going to be long until we actually go to war with Napoleon. I'm thinking this is too good a settlement, and it's not going to take much to cross over for Athens and claim it. I mean, Rome and Athens, can we really be expected to get on? I don't think so. I think it's wishful thinking. Mastery of mysticism. I always forget to do this, but 2 food in all settlements is an amazing card. I would love to pick that up as soon as I can. Let's put survey in as well. I want my scouts to move quicker and to explore the map faster. Ivan of Aksum, hello, there you are. Now, I'm hoping you are my new best friend because Egypt hates me and Napoleon I'm going to end up killing. So how about we have a research collaboration? He supports it. Yes. And what about military aid? He supports it. You're my new best friend. Oh, we've Aksum. Rome and Aksum. I always knew something special was there. Settlement number 3. And already we have 1 source of gold. A huge improvement. Once has become a city-state, I'm going to send a trader there with great priority because then we can get a 2nd source of gold. Amazing. And that is India we've now met as well. I think they just literally claimed the village I was going for. How dare you? We'll be friendly with you for now, but I'm not impressed by you stealing my goody huts. I don't like this. Okay, lots of hostile villages in this direction. Carthage. Oh no. Roman Carthage. Say it isn't so. I think Egypt might be about to try and attack me. So once this settler is finished, which hopefully we'll be able to finish pretty quickly, maybe we're going to go for this iron. Settle over here, get the camels, get the iron, or we can go for the double incense and gypsum. That wouldn't be a bad idea as well. After all of that, we will look to just start building an army. Irrigation into the wheel. Not long now. Trade maps. Yeah, all right. I can't stop it. I'll take some gold. Sorry, survey. I need the extra food now. Grow, everyone. Grow. Uh-oh. Spain is defended by some horrible, horrible hostile villages. We don't like that. Run away. Now, warrior spam. We need troops, and we need a lot of them. We do have a legatus. This thing can found more cities for me, or more settlements, if it gets enough levels. I just need to actually get into some fights with it first. Called it. Absolutely called it. Egypt has gone for me. Oh, fine. Fine. I can hold you off. I just need a bit of an army. Luckily, I am already starting to make lots of their unique warriors to my south. The unique warriors have no maintenance and +3 combat strength in friendly territory. Well, they're not in friendly territory, so we might have the advantage here just for a bit. Use a little bit of my gold now to make slingers. 1 there, 1 there. It's quite a lot of gold needed, but as you can see, now we already have a bit of an army. We should be able to hold off as long as we don't lose any settlements too quickly, which we might do, to be fair. Okay, yeah, they're just attacking my settlement, but that's fine. We don't mind that. Let's now move our units around. And if you're going to embark your units, yeah, I will take the 3 damage. That's lovely. We have military aid, but our units are quite weak in comparison, so we're going to need lots of them. My first level up, though. Let's start with the assault tree, so I can make my way down to advancement. That'll be really good for chariot rushes later on. And 6 turns until wheel. 11 turns until my next celebration. This should time nicely. I'm going to just keep attacking Ostia, are you? Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, you really are. That's a pretty impressive assault. Fair play. The district defenses are destroyed. We're going to have to keep making sure that we have a lot of defensive units in that tile. Speaking of, this is where my gold comes in quite handy. Warriors cost 45. We've got plenty. So Slinger, move out to that tile. Buy in the warrior. Okay, now in order to take Ostia, they have to kill that unit, which they should find pretty difficult. We've killed 1 embarked unit. We have our Legata stood kindly on that tile, which means that we should be able to double attack in and claim a kill there. Yes. No. Oh, it survived. How annoying. Right, never mind. Reinforcements are on the way. And here is settlement number 4. Chola. Okay, that would be a fairly interesting civ to go for, but not necessarily the one I want. That's cotton. Amazing. Rome will now grow a little bit quicker and produce a little bit faster. And we'll throw in some incense as well for just a little bit more science. Oh, the settlement's not connected to the trade network. Really? Oh, we need a fishing key, don't we? That's annoying. Okay, 88 gold for that. That's not too bad, but we'll pick that up soon. Would you like an alliance? Yes, now we have an ally in on our war, which I will continue supporting myself just a little bit. I don't want to drop down into negative happiness. That would be very frustrating. Oh, Ivan, you are the best. 3 food per ton in every ton. Yes, yes. Feed my entire nation, you beautiful man. And I think I'm about to get a 3 tech here, which is quite exciting. It's probably going to give me masonry mastery, but hey, it's something. Pilgrimage, receive a 3 technology when you become a suzerain of a city-state, including this one. Done. Yeah, it's always the weakest one. Never mind. 3 combat strength of fortified districts does help, especially when I start to pull walls up later. Now I'm going to start building some galleys. If we can control the seas around Italy, there's no way that Egypt can attack me. Probably. Yeah, they're just cycling units around. I lost a slinger. I lost this warrior. You're going to take casualties every now and then, but so far, we're holding. We're holding, and it's beautiful. Oh, I do like these reef tiles. The extra production along with the golden food just means everything gets a little bit better, especially because, of course, it all goes into more treasury gold because it's a town. Now, can everybody please just hold for a few turns? Like, you heal, you heal, you heal. General, continue making fortifications. I think we're beginning to hold now. We just need to stay strong. Stay strong. Flood the empire with continued amounts of silk. Yes, in you go. Still can't get the incense in. I need the fishing key to be able to sort of connect all this together. I don't know why that's being so weird, but it is. So our warrior continues to take a little bit of a beating, but Ostia's walls are beginning to regather. We now have the startings of a navy, and our units are beginning to fortify and heal. I'm feeling a little bit braver now. Let's start the counterattack. I think 3, maybe 4 galleys should be enough to push Egypt back. We will peace out with them when we can. This isn't a war that's particularly gaining me anything. No, not when the port of Athens is there and available. That's what I would like. That's what I want to take. Here we go, the fishing key. If we plop that down, I'm hoping now the resources will be connected. Yep, they are. I just need to improve one more resource to open up the window again, which should happen next turn, and we can flood Rome back with more incense. Delightful. Ooh, another codex. Yes, more science. Help me get to the wheel as soon as possible, please. Oh, leave my scouts alone. These boats are so mean. Barbarian galleys are now just the worst. I wish there was another phrase for it, but no, they are just the worst. More production in Rome and even more production in Rome. Flood everything in. Yes, the fishing key worked. Silk Road's a small bonus. That'll do nicely. Napoleon really is settling out. All of these settlements here. I kind of want to focus on making sure we have German territory, but, big but, if I can get the Golden Age on Pax Imperatoria, that would be a huge win for me. Huge win. I'm the first person to get a point, by the way, out of everyone we've met. It's a good sign that. Let's encourage that sort of thinking. Uh-oh, that's a big storm. Are you going to break everything in Rome? No, it doesn't look like it will. Might even give me a little bit of yield. Yeah, a tiny bit more yield. Fine. Now I have merchants. I'm going to try and get the Gate of All Nations. It's too good a wonder to miss. After that point, we're going to go into the Roman civics. Gate of All Nations is a wonder that gives 2 war support on all current and future wars for the rest of the game. If I'm going to be reforming the Holy Roman Empire, we're going to have to cave a few skulls in. And the Gate of All Nations, well, that certainly helps. And we've got a few different places we could trade with. I mean, there's a load of luxuries over there, but we're actually going to go to I know, to It's a very strange choice, but this has gold, nothing else but gold. And that means purchasing is so much better, which is exactly what we want to do. Okay, just a straight peace deal. Egypt's not going to give me a settlement, but that's fine. It's Napoleon stuff I'm really after. A successful defense, Charlemagne's dad bod remains resistant to all forms of damage, as it should. And now our army is simply going to wait just for a little bit, just until we have the Legion upgrade, which we should in 7 or 8 turns. And here is Wheel. The chariot has been unlocked, and that means if we choose the celebration and go for the extra science, I'm hoping we should find ourselves with a little bit of an army. Let's take some influence whilst we're here as well. Yay, here we go. 2 chariots, 30 combat strength. These are 10 stronger than my warriors, and for the next 5 turns, they have +5 combat strength because of Charlemagne's ability. They're attacking with 35 strength, which is very, very strong. I think attacking Athens first is the way to go. It's just across the water, and it doesn't have any walls up yet, but it will do very soon. We're going to move our chariots across as quickly as possible and use our chariots as a shock force along with the legatus, whilst all of my warriors are able to just sort of scamper across one after another. Our galleys should be able to keep everything safe as well. Everyone jump in the legatus. Yes, it should be fine. This should be enough. To want to make sure that we've got enough army though, we're going to make a second city. I've been saving up my treasury. 200 gold is really cheap. This will be a lovely second city with tons of space to go and expand into Upper Europe. So we'll get this done, and I think we'll start celebrating by trying to build a library first. 12 turns. Well, it's a +5. That's pretty good. Let's start on that, and in a couple of turns we'll rearrange our resources, which we can actually do now. Aha! Production to any other city +4. So we'll reduce Rome by a little bit to give our new city tons. We'll move some copper over as well. Cotton over as well. Okay, that's good. So that was 12 turns. Now it's only 5 turns for a library. That's much quicker. Excellent. Look at these reefs. And the sources of horses. Cavalry units gain +1 combat strength. If I've got chariots, that's quite useful. My capital is going to put another quarter next to the library just to improve it even further. And we'll build the altar in a second, so a few more farms will help. There is gold in England. Well, we got to go and get that, haven't we? Yes, extra gold in England. Lovely. Bronze working. Let's get that Legion unlocked as soon as possible. Huge combat boost. I'm going to denounce Napoleon's military presence. He accepts it. Okay, I think I might have actually made that even harsher for myself if I declare war now. Never mind. We'll denounce at the same time. Maybe I have to wait. Maybe we'll just wait a couple of turns here, but you can see our navy is starting to approach. We have control of this tiny coast, and our chariots have now landed. Oh, it looks like Napoleon and Egypt are actually fighting each other. That is handy. All right, so I can work with that. We can work with that. Their units are going to be scattered. They're going to be distracted. They're going to be all over the place, unable to know where to attack or defend. We like that. Yes, and I get a culture attribute point. I mean, that's actually a decent chunk of culture. I was on 17, now we're on 22. +1 on every little settlement. That will help me go through the Roman tree. Speaking of training an infantry unit, grants culture. Done. Here is the gold. There's a nice road to Now we can buy all of our buildings way cheaper, which is lovely. Rome, when you're finished with the altar, please do me a favor. Build me the Gate of All Nations. Somewhere that'll give good adjacencies. These are 2 ageless buildings, annoyingly, so that's not where we want the adjacency. Here's not a bad place. Let's go there. That gives me some coastal settlements we can plonk in. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Oh no! England is controlled by hostile villages. I think my scout's going to die before I get to the wreckage. That is sad. England offering resistance against Rome? Who would have thought? Why are all these walls suddenly here? Hang on a second. They all popped up from nowhere. Oh, I'm not keen about that. Not keen about that at all. That was a really cool navigable river. Look how long this one is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 9-10 tiles long. Amazing. That's kind of what you want to see with these navigable rivers. They're awesome. I'm going to hinder your military production. There you go. That will actually lower our relationship even more. Confucius. Hello there. Let's be friends. You're far enough away from me not to be a problem. Maybe he'll give me some fun research collaborations as well. My science is doing all right, but at the moment it's India. Amina's India have the tech advantage. Culture is Napoleon, and it's me and Napoleon drawing on the most settlements. Oh man, if the Greek and Roman empires can somehow combine forces, you know something good will come from that. Well, as long as I'm the one that controls it, put it that way. Bronze working. Okay, this means that we now have the Legion upgrade, which is hugely important, and our relationship with Napoleon has now gone to -60 or below, which means we're hostile. So 50 gold to upgrade legions. 1 and 2 and 3. Legions are just 5 combat strength more than the warriors. It's not a huge upgrade, but they get +2 for every Roman tradition. So we're going to get +2, then +4, then +6, then +8 as we go through the tree. That'll get better. Gate of all nations is going to help our growth as well. Now we can declare the war, and there is no penalty, which is lovely. Oh yes, both of you swing your swords, you angry short men. Truly, the short kings contest. Slinger is going to have to just stay there, but right, Legatus, over you get, and let's use these chariots just in the small amount of time. Oh no, we're not in a celebration anymore. That's a bit annoying. Never mind. Keep attacking. Let's start to claw this one out. Bang. Yes, very good. Very good. And now our navy can come in and start shooting all of these units which are embarked. You're going to regret doing that. Yes, 3 damage. It's all 3 damage. This library's finished as well. Excellent. That means we can start making more units. Legion are powerful, but I think I actually am going to start spamming chariots. Although, do I get the buildings first? No, let's start to spam chariots because we're going to get +5 combat strength on them, and they'll be able to sweep across these open plains and take these places as well. That's actually a cool idea. Now, bronze working mastery. 3 combat strength on all infantry units. It's the sort of thing that helps. Now, there is a lot of armed units around, including, annoyingly, archers, which are going to cause a problem. But as long as my navy is in a really good place here, we can take advantage of full control over this little channel. We can move up and down, and we can start to pillage for a bit of golden yield and health and all this sort of stuff. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Keep advancing. Keep upgrading. And start to deposit the troops. I can move and attack in the same turn because my Legatus has the initiative promotion. We've also now got shock tactics, which means my cavalry units have extra strength when attacking, and my legion have extra strength. Good combo. Very good combo. We're going to get our legion to attack in here. Start to do some good damage. This chariot will back off a little. Legatus will pull forward. The legion will attack. More legion will appear. Look, they can't defeat all of these units. Not all of them. Well, probably a lot of them, but not all of them. Ally, please. Military aid? Oh, he just accepts it, not supports it. That's annoying. And the policies. Now they're starting to appear. Culture equal to the production cost when I make units. It actually also gives me a boost when I upgrade legions as well, which is fun. My galleys have arrived as well. We can start dealing damage to the walls. Nobody can stop us. Hopefully, anyway. How did you heal yourself like that? You were on death's door just like not a moment ago. That's really weird. Sure. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to kill you the old-fashioned way. Twice. Okay. Defenses destroyed. Legatus now has the final promotion. Infantry and cavalry units have first strike, +5 combat strength when at full health, and order another +5. Right, now we're at full fighting strength. Now we should be hitting really tough. The problem is hoplites are incredibly powerful. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to just hold off for a second here. And then attack me for a second. Keep building units, keep getting war support. Take your time, Ursa. This is fine. You don't need to rush. Oh, we have met Kemmer. Very strong science on them as well. We'll be friendly. We keep spending our influence, which is annoying because I want to throw that into war support, but never mind. Galleys can just start tickling this unit. These hoplites are incredibly powerful. We'll do our best. I could keep making chariots, or we could go for something like a villa in a second because I need more happiness. The more happiness I have, the more celebrations I have. The more celebrations I have, the more chariots I have. So there's a lot to be said for that. Wow, Napoleon is at war with everyone right now. That's That's unfortunate for him. Sort of checks out though. Yeah, I'm actually going to use my gold to buy this stuff then, and we're going to build the units. I've got too much gold as a resource. That's very effective. Might as well use my gold on buildings rather than on units. Gate of all nations. 2 extra war support on all current and future wars, which is 2 combat strength swing. It makes a massive difference. Plus, it's a really cool blue color, which I really like. As wonders go, I think more of them should have a really cool blue color. Oh, that's beautiful. And, oh, +3 combat strength for infantry units. Our Legion have just effectively got a +5 combat strength bonus. That's big. That's a big swing. The galleys will continue annoying this unit, which is being incredibly difficult to kill. This city-state in Spain is beginning to become friendly. Lovely. I approve. I approve of that sort of action, yes. I tell you what, Ostia and Patavium are kind of stalling out on how much they're growing now. So we're going to turn these into fishing towns or trade outposts. Oh, no, that's interesting. Happiness to each resource tile in the town. Now, there are 4 resources in this town, so that would be +8 happiness, which I would really, really like. Let's plonk that on, and then we'll start celebrating way quicker. Although we've got a bit of war weariness on us at the moment. I don't know, and I think that's incorrectly calculating that at the moment, because we do now have the gate. Oh, we are going to go to war with Egypt again. Fine. I want to keep my ally here, but that is slightly annoying. Oh, he's also at war with me. Okay, I don't know why you're going to war with all these people, ally, but I'd rather you didn't. I'll be honest with you. This is slightly frustrating. Can you calm it down? I'm the one that's supposed to be role-playing Rome here. Can you just not? Some ballista. I'm going to build some ballista now in Rome. They'll be able to shoot from a distance and deal a lot of damage. Chariot moves in, takes the district. Ah, yeah, look, there's the happiness is actually recovered now. I think it recalculated itself slightly. That's good. Keep attacking though. Keep attacking. Next up, mastery of wheels so that my siege units can get to the front line a little quicker. Ostia, yeah, trade outpost as well. That will give me to 23. Now Rome is getting a lot more food. Is the food reaching this settlement? It is. Oh no, it's not. It's just coming from itself. Okay, so Rome is actually getting all of the food, but 23 happiness. That's a lot better. Yes. Let's keep working on that, shall we? And this chariot, can you just teleport over here for me? Thank you. How many turns? 6 turns. Ah, it's ages. Never mind. It will arrive eventually. Finally, their hoplites are actually starting to move onto tiles that aren't next to each other, which means they are getting a little weaker now. Keep attacking. Keep attacking. Yeah, Napoleon is unfortunately gaining in strength as he kills my units, but that's okay. My ally is throwing war support in on my war. Brilliant. I will too. That's now +3 combat swing against Napoleon. The Grand Canyon, I don't think is in northern India, but you know, it's pretty cool. I'll take it. It looks pretty awesome. Oh, I keep losing Legion to these counterattacks. Hoplites are tough. You can see all of my Legion are very injured right now. Maybe we peace out in a second and just try and steal a couple of cities in a peace deal. That would be a decent way of doing things. What are you going to do? You're going to attack my slinger? Oh, Egypt have moved units here as well, which is very annoying. And they are pumping units out. Not very nice at all. Please stop it. Stop pumping units out. I'm gonna have to get rid of clan networks briefly. That's annoying, but we need the combat strength on the Legion. We need to celebrate more. Why can't we celebrate more? Why can't we all just party forever? I don't know. More codexes. Distract ourselves with books. We have 4 of them now, and I think we're the first person to get to 2 points. We are. Some people are really starting to jump up onto 1 point now, but so far, so good. Okay, the ballista will now start to make its way over. It'll be a huge improvement. Actual combat damage against these horrible districts. All the while, my galleys just do pathetically small amounts of damage with almost no range on them at all. It's slightly frustrating. Military might. Keep culture going to the front line. Legatus level 5. I'm gonna give you logistics so that you can get reinforcements quicker. Extra gold when land units are stacked in. It's a small amount, but it's something. Yeah, it's the promotions and the reinforcements, because I'm building units in my second city and they are teleporting over, but it's taking quite a while to get there, so can speed that up. That would be awesome. +5 happiness on the villa. Yep, celebration. This is where my gold is going at the moment, making a big difference. Look at this. 7 production and 2 happiness. Oh, barracks, yes. It's because obviously all of the quarters are starting to stack and Charlemagne is giving extra bonuses for all of those. Celebrate, please. Just celebrate more. That's all I need. Indeed. Time for currency. Then we can get specialists in Rome and start powering up this library even more. Okay, they are counterattacking pretty heavily here, but I held it off. For now, we held it off. And that unit is looking a little bit exposed there. Why would you move out of defensive formation when I have galleys just skulking around? Yeah, excellent. This galley just keeps stealing stuff. Extra gold. Yeah, everything needs to get pillaged. And the ballista has landed. City-state. Oh, production and gold on a resource and a free tech I think I'm going to get from my other city-state as well. So there's currency finished. Yay! We've actually got another camel already. So we could look to put that in. I'm going to put that into my second city briefly. Spread the production out just a smidge. Now to military training and on to ironworking after that. Better legion, you say? I agree. Oh, he's gonna give me a settlement for peace. I want Athens first, but I think I will take a settlement from you, Napoleon, in a peace deal. It means we should get peace with other people pretty soon as well. Starting to print chariots now. It's weird to play Rome and not necessarily only legion rush, but I have to trust in the chaos a little bit. The ballista will start doing some good damage. The galleys are coming in and they'll start attacking as well. The galleys do basically nothing. They are a little bit rubbish. Oh well, what can you do? Ha ha ha. More things for my galley to pillage. Look at all this. Yes, I've got a lot of spare gold now. Let's use that gold to buy in another villa. Bit of influence, bit of happiness, and we should celebrate next turn, actually. Amazing. Oh, hello. Confucius has just declared war on me. Wow, we are not going to be friends with many people in this game, are we? Thank goodness we have Gate of All Nations. That's all I'm saying. Military aid. I'm going to need to start getting you, Mr. Ally, to actually support my resolutions because I need the combat strength. This is not a laughing matter. Choose celebration, extra science, infantry units. I'm actually building cavalry units at the moment. But there is another slot in my government. Clan networks, back you go. And look at all these extra chariots just appearing. Oh, thank goodness. We have more to use now. This is reassuring. An actual army appearing, able to do some ridiculous damage. 52 strength. Look at that. Horse resource, father of Europe, first strike, order, shock tactics, military aid. Kasploosh. In we go. Okay, give it a few turns and we should be able to strike back. In fact, actually let the chariot, I can spawn there, slam it immediately into the walls, giving myself another promotion, which now means my units reinforce faster. Oh, that's amazing. Now I can teleport them across the map so much quicker than I could before. Ranged units, inventory, or extra gold. I'd like production towards training legion. In fact, let's celebrate that by just making sure we get a couple, not necessarily in this city, it's too far away, but Rome is working on legatus. Okay, we'll produce legion in a bit. I want to take advantage of it, but I'll do it in my own time. Still exploring the world. As you can see, our scouts are out and about, although this scout I think is going to get killed by Confucius. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. That is not going to work well for you there. Okay, they have their own chariots now, but mine are stronger. Just. Not a lot, but they are stronger. Let's get the ballista to now attack that district, which is now destroyed. Excellent. Come on, kill. Continue to kill. Attack and attack, and we should be able to run in. There we go, district taken. One more to go. One more, and we have the victory, which is an unbelievable thing. I did not think we'd do that. I really didn't. But the chariot reinforcements did arrive eventually. It took them a while, but they did get here, which is just great. Whoa, my ally just ended my alliance. What's with this? You're my one ally. I don't want this. Okay, peace is now starting to come in though. We're now at peace with Egypt, which stops them from just sending the odd unit across to Ostia, which is nice. Amina as well is at peace. Let's kill this commander quickly. That was a very high level unit, which we didn't like. And now the ballista can move in so they can start firing from a distance on the district, which hits the unit inside it as well. A little double whammy there. My thirst specialist, look at that. Gives me a bit of happiness. Culture, science, production. It's a good improvement, yes. Okay, it looks like they are now starting to properly retreat, which is really good to see. Take out the food and all settlements and have all of the food, gold, and culture for towns of specialization. I've got 2 of those. Now my legion have a +6 strength, but the ballista, again, destroy the defenses, do damage to the hoplites, and my chariots can just run in and finish the work. Although I need my legatus to move in a little closer so that this one can make the killing blow. Bam! Milestone complete. We have taken Athens as Rome. My lord, that was an absolutely disgusting fight. Oh, the army can't stick around now. We have to move and continue attacking as quickly as possible. I have a second legatus who is now on the scene and starting to get promoted. We're killing units in the open field with my extra chariots. I plan on taking all of these settlements. At the moment, as you can see, he's still willing to give me a settlement. So I want peace kind of when I'm ready to wrap this up. Maybe if I take 1, 2, 3 and leave him with Sparta? I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what I fancy leaving him. I might not leave him with anything. I might just disintegrate him because I can. Literally because I can. Oh, I get a militaristic attribute point though for taking a city, and we're going to gain 1-3 war support on all wars. It just stops me from dipping into the negative, which helps massively with my happiness, which means that I can keep celebrating. Speaking of, the Colosseum would be incredibly helpful, so we'll try and unlock that now. My legatus can now give extra looting. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, let's go for the looting XP because then I can heal the units inside him quicker. 4 production to my second city and a little bit of culture to Rome, building up the resources. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I need to be careful not to put too many specialists into Rome. Each one does decrease my happiness, which stops me from celebrating as much, but I think I can work to avoid that later. Iron working horsemen, 35 strength on those units. We really want to see those rip across Napoleon's empire. We'll try. You never know. My original legatus has made its way to the battlefield as well as my new one. So now we have the double effect of having lots and lots of units outside the walls of Thebai and a second galley just to stop them from being able to move any of their units in and out of the city from the coast. Ballista, ballistae down the walls, please. And let's try and stampede down the walls. Might be difficult, but we can do it. 150 happiness towards my next celebration. Yes. Oh, that was good. Okay. I can't wait for the reinforcements already. Come on, fall. Give up. You know you want to. There's no point fighting. In fact, there we go. There's the walls down. Next time we should have that settlement. You're going to stand in a river, are you? Nope. I'm going to move my galleys up. I tell you what, making the galleys to move around Italy and then up these navigable rivers has been just genius. If I don't say so myself, I am particularly proud of that move. Just small chipping damage the galleys do, as well as the ballista, but it's enough. It's enough to do what I need to do. This is a rubbish settlement, but it is mine. It is Roman. Always has been. Always will be. Okay, Confucius we've got peace with. I'd forgotten we were fighting him. We don't need to fight him. No more. Baby, don't fight me. Oh, what are you going to do? Oh, they're just going to stand there, thinking about what they could do. A mistake. A mistake, because I'm now destroying your walls. I have chariots appearing. New lines of reinforcements you haven't even seen. Yes, and I'm attacking from multiple angles and promoting new legatus. We have well and truly surrounded you now. What are you going to do? Fight your way out? Haha, I think not. A peace deal, you say? No, 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 no. I don't like that. Oh, he did just give up Sparta though, which is quite funny. Oh, I love the fact my old ally is clawing loads of stuff here. Are you going to be my ally or are you going to reject this? No, he does accept it this time. Good. I was thinking, don't you be like that, you fake ally. Either be my friend or don't. That's what I say. Come on. Come on. Kill the settlement. I don't want to see its like again. I want to be done with it. Oh, land units within the command radius gain the commando ability. Terrain combat bonuses are doubled. Infantry units can move and attack through cliffs and +1 command range. Yes. Now we are doing full impressive damage against the settlement because my legatus can reach all of these troops no matter where they are, and bam, there's another milestone. Inca, Ming, both unlocked. We're going to be sticking pretty historical this game because of course we are reforming empires. And speaking of reforming empires, Sparta I can just about ignore, but Chalkis, no. I disapprove of your existence. We're going to go and march over there and do what we can. Wait, don't spy on me. What have I done to deserve some spying? Nothing, I say. Nothing. Okay, we're over the settlement cap now, which means we are basically never going to go and have a celebration. However, we will increase the settlement cap via the Roman tree in 2 turns. Then we have some options. Organized military and entertainment. This should take my settlement limit to 9 total. 9, which is good. I'll take this settlement. That'll take me to 8, and then I've got a charge in my legatus. I might as well found another settlement, maybe up in this direction. Pick up the iron, get the jade. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll use the legatus for that one. But in the meantime, as you can see, we are very much focusing on getting just any yields, anything we can. Happiness is very important, as are, you know, name banners, which keep disappearing. Oh, Sparta is now flipped again to India. There's some crazy peace deals going on here. I can't keep track of everything. Nobody wants that settlement. Harsh, I think. Look how many reinforcements have appeared now on this general. Yeah, off you go. Just like spawning in and move you out. Spawn you in and move you out. Just keep advancing, keep advancing. So we're now 58% of the way through the age, and this is going to start accelerating pretty quickly because we're about to finish the military legacy path. So what do we want from this age? What is our plan to round it out? We're going to unlock the Colosseum. I'm going to get that working in Rome ASAP. Ironworking is going to finish pretty soon. I think I might let it finish, but to be honest with you, I don't need more army now. The army is sort of finished. We've done everything we need from it. Instead, I think we're going to focus on getting the codexes and the culture up to get as many of these legacy points as we can before the end of the age. And to help me do that, let's start building a few wonders. Now, I have 33 production in my second city, which is pretty large, and I can make it pretty much unkillable. This is sort of a German-ish city. I like this as a new capital of the Holy Roman Empire. I think we can get some wonders here. So a 5-turn wonder that I can place right next to my science and production buildings. Yes. 4 turns. I thought it was actually worse than that. Never mind. This will be my 8th settlement. We're going to unlock the 7th with the end of the Roman path. Then we're going to dip into public life entertainment. Entertainment will unlock the 8th. It'll also give me rites and rituals for more happiness, more celebrations. After that, if we want it, we have organized military for the 9th. My legatus is going to pop a settlement in Denmark and also probably in London. I like the idea of doing that. I'm looking at Napoleon's settler. He might drop another settlement right in the middle of here, which is a little bit annoying. We'll try and stop it if we can. But if he does, I mean, I'm going to have to steal it because I don't want that just being in the middle of my empire. That might force me to just slow down on my other settlementing. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but that's sort of my play just for a bit. That's what we're going to be focusing on. We also have another option. We could save up diplomatic influence and we could incorporate this city-state. It's got gold, it's got camels, it's got a lot of resources that would be quite nice. Actually, more resources over here, and it's sort of where Paris is. You know what? Maybe I will incorporate that. I'm getting some benefit from it, but I like the idea of taking it. All right, there's the settlement limit. I was on 13 happiness. Now we're back up to 33. Okay, everyone's not screaming at us now. Well, they are. All of the conquering penalties are very much screaming at us, but that's okay. Speaking of, though, I could get a cultural or military point. The military point would let me ignore happiness penalty from unrest in captured settlements. Currently, I have 3 settlements. 1, 2, 3. It's probably giving me a massive penalty for happiness. -12 for each one. So it's like 36. That would be a really, really good improvement for me. But I could also get civic masteries or wonder construction for Colosseum. We're going to go military for now. That will actually put me within 1 point of more settlement limit. I like settlement limit. So we will go with the Senate with Palpatine and we'll pick up this card. I was on +33, now +43. That's a big improvement. Yeah, look at this. No more -12. So we've actually just saved ourselves 36 local happiness. That's huge. And none of them have unrest anymore. Woo! Which means we can upgrade some to cities. We can fix the districts. Look, we've got mines that can be fixed. We have plantations. We have quarries. That's a lot of extra yields. A fishing quay, a garden. Nothing's on fire anymore. We actually pillaged that pretty badly. Fair play. Fishing boats and plantations. That settlement is suddenly a lot better as well. Fishing boats and quarries. Yeah, look at the extra resources we suddenly have. Brilliant. Again, Athens currently 4 different resources. So a trade outpost, that's 8 extra happiness, as well as sending the food over to Rome. And this settlement does have some plantations, some camps, some fishing boats. I think you would probably send it back to that settlement. I'm going to put you as a farming town. No, it doesn't reach back to this city. Does it go back to Rome? It does. Rome has all the connections. This is a terrible city. Maybe we'll have to get a merchant in order to spread the road from one side to the other. Celebration though, my cavalry. More of it. More powerful. +1 production on urban districts in my capital. There's the extra food in all settlements. It's really useful when you have 7 of them. We timed that better by maybe 2 turns. We would have got 2 horsemen there rather have than chariots, but never mind. This chariot needs to go, but luckily my legion is currently rocking a plus 25 combat strength bonus. I'm going to get this chariot to fight in that direction, which will then mean that I can get a decent flanking bonus. Plus 2, yeah, that helps. It just helps to really punch through. 48 damage. Yes, and look at this. The village has actually damaged the walls considerably, so hopefully I can just walk in here. Okay, I said I was going to go to public life. Let's take a quick dip in Civis Romanus Mastery, because 2 gold in the capital for every town I own is quite a bit of gold. Yeah, you're too good. We're going to start incorporating you. 5 turns, and you'll be part of this. And actually, promote growth whilst we're at it. 15 extra food per turn for 5 turns. This should hopefully make the place grow out a bit by the time I take it over. It really interacts with city-states too much like that, but it's useful. You might as well. Ironworking. Okay, we have high-powered legions available to rock and or roll. I'd like to get to mathematics as soon as possible to get the mastery, and also the academies. So we'll work towards that now. Well, it is a 3 promotion, and I've got 3 legatas, so yeah, let's do that. And then we'll go and do public life. I promise we'll go and do it eventually. In Colosseum in Rome? Building the Colosseum in Rome. Would anyone ever do that? Yes, they would. Let's give it a go and move the woodcutter, which is a bit annoying because that was giving me a fairly decent amount of production. I'd like to work that tile, so purchase fishing key. I can't move it over there for now. All right, we'll use the culture bomb then. Bam, like that. Once the Colosseum's done, we'll be able to build a fishing key on this tile, then move everything. This is a really good for later. This is a +6 adjacency for food and for gold buildings. It's an amazing little island that, oh, it was taken before I could get to it. That's hilarious. Do I still have the option to attack it? I don't know, but my other city has built De Shakurin. This makes all of the fortified districts in that city even harder to take. So if anyone is going to try and take this city, they're going to have to prize it from my cold, dead hands, which are now made of stone. That also has given me 1 more point. So we've got 2 more ahead of the AI. But the AI is really keeping up with me here. Keep pushing, Asa. Well, I can still attack it, so I shall. Give me the settlement. I would like it. And that is the military tree complete. 8 settlements, but 4 of them are stolen, which means I have 12 points. Napoleon, you can pull that face at me if you like, but let's have some peace now. Superior man is never in anyone's way. I'm glad you see me as that, and my gorgeous dad bod. Look at that grin. He knows he's done well. So Napoleon is sort of exiled now over here. Maybe he'll wander back with a huge European army at some point. I don't know. But that's a problem for another time. Public life, entertainment. We're taking a big happiness hit from owning all of these settlements, and is only going to make the problem worse. So we should get some culture quickly. I think I'm going to buy some monuments, not just for the influence, which is taking a tank after all of these wars, but also because the extra culture is going to substantially help me to get my settlement cap nice and quickly. +5 monuments over here. Nice. Delicious. Yes, more culture, please. And I'm going to start buying in some good food buildings for the rest of my settlements. Fishing keys, granaries. This is the sort of thing that inadvertently starts to help my capital and helps all of the connections. So we want to make sure all of these are done. Pyramid of the Sun has been built. I would have liked to have become one with the sun. Never mind. Sparta is overflowing with commodities. 1 resource, a whole tea would do anything for me. Wow, what an offer. Colosseum. Now, we're going to get a bonus to legions here. They actually had another 2 combat strength that I hadn't been using this entire war, so it's a little bit late. However, the Colosseum now has been built as Rome, which is a lovely thing to do. It basically means that we have happiness on quarters in Rome. So no matter what we do, this city is going to be ridiculously happy. Brilliant. Power at the center, at the heart of civilization. The capital city radiates authority. However, the rest of it starts to, well, fall apart. 2 crisis policy slots. Villas can be purchased in towns. Interesting. A villa basically gives happiness. Okay. But there is a lot of stuff. -1 influence and settlements. I founded incompetent ministers. Ouch. Harsh. -3 happiness and settlements I did not found. That's most of them. -6 happiness and settlements without walls. Oh no. We're going to have to do this one for now, but if I build walls, we can avoid the worst of the pain. I just haven't built walls. As you can see, this is a 1-turn job. That's 2 turns afterwards, so we can get walls in these 2 pretty quickly. And then walls are only 84 gold, so Couple of turns, we should have that one. Oh, look. Now we're 2 over our settlement limit, which is not good. We've taken a bit of a culture penalty from that. Oof. Never mind. Resources are good. We have a city kind of roughly where Paris is, as well as a German city. So our European empire is looking a little bit nicer now. We just keep expanding. We keep enjoying. I like the fact that when you expand, the borders are the wrong color because it still has the city-state borders. Oh dear. That's quite funny. Mathematics, though. Ooh, looks like Egypt and Hatshepsut might be looking to get a bit spicy again. All right. Well, luckily for you, I am building walls everywhere. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of my settlements now have walls. Okay, we can actually put that policy card in for the crisis imminently. That's pretty useful. There it is. +9 garden. Look at that. +6 adjacency. What a tile. What a beautiful, beautiful tile. Lord of the Harvest gives me a scientific attribute point. I knew I was clever. That should give me 9 extra science per turn. Well, maybe a little bit less because, nope, exactly that. I thought people might be very grumpy with me, and they sort of were, but it didn't matter. That was my 2 market quest. I had that for ages. We only just got around to doing it. This scout has been stood on this tile for ages. Both Confucius and Shungshak have been rejecting my open borders for the last several million turns. So I guess just be a lookout. Tell me what you find. It's not like you get to move anywhere. Entertainment, rites and rituals. I see you. Let's pop that straight into my government. I don't need food. I need to be happy. Yes, huge increase in happiness there. Now we need to go down the bottom of the culture tree and get the other settlement limit from organized military. Well, the city of or maybe even Paris, as you could call it. I'm going to make this into a city because look at all of this desert. Look at all of this beautiful Petra opportunity. 1 golden production to all desert terrain in this settlement. I mean, this is looking amazing. I'm going to plonk it there because I think I've got a really good science tile. We'll plonk that one there. 14 turns? I think not. And what I'm going to do is just speed that up by moving the camels and all of the resources over. The city doesn't really have a huge amount right now, but that's fine. We'll spread the love around. It did say 14 turns. Now it's only 7. Beautiful. And we'll improve that with things like barracks and blacksmiths. All of the fun stuff. That's tactics. Now organized military. The last settlement limit we're available to obtain in antiquity. It's all good. Look at all that food on the specialist. That's wild. Oh yeah. It's a good tile. 12 food. Lovely. Bit of spare production in my capital. So let's start making some merchants. I might be able to make some really good roads between settlements, or at least try and connect everything together a little bit more. Maybe. We'll see. Chelkis is now no longer grumpy with me. That's a good move. I can grow you out now. Oh, I finally got pushed out of that area. Yay! Go and scout, my friend. Actually, speaking of, maybe that's what Rome can do as well. I can make some scouts, send them over. Got a little bit of the age left. We might as well. Let's send some scouts over. Discover a little bit more about Africa. Oh, Napoleon got revenge and took Carthage out. Fair play. Fair play. I really want to see Napoleon just have a renaissance. Maybe exploration will be the time for him. Maybe. Let's now jump back in with clan networks. Now we've had another celebration, which again, look, horsemen. Actual horsemen. I really kind of want to kill something with these. Next up, mastery of mathematics for the codices. In terms of points, Confucius is beginning to catch up with me, so we really do need to focus on getting a couple of these bits and pieces. A +6 academy is no laughing matter. We'll pick that up nicely. Organized military. There's the settlement limit. We're back up to 9 of 9, and we've got 96 happiness. Crisis is going to push forward a little bit now, but the main thing that we need to do is make sure that we settle as many settlements as we can on the last turn, so I don't have to deal with any of the settlement limit problems, but we still have them for exploration. So we'll come back to that in a little bit, but look, my scouts are now on Africa. Let's go and explore this a little bit. Broken borders. -6 happiness in cities, -6 happiness in towns. Okay, none of this is very good, but the settlements without walls, we now have that, and that shouldn't be doing any problem to us at all. I have 3 cities and I have 6 towns, so this is by far the better card, but I'm wondering, actually, to be honest, this governors and suppress local political traditions. Both of those are fairly even, actually. So we'll try and just hold it. I'm going to build Oracle now. We're building as many wonders as we can. Actually, I scrap that. There are a couple of places that don't have walls. Not many, though. They mostly have walls. Okay, you're actually on fire. You're fixing the walls. Is this a huge Roman invasion force of Britain? Yes, it is. This could only go well. I feel like I should probably be doing this as the Normans rather than Rome, but you know, it's tradition. Wonders of the ancient world. And Petra, a desert Paris Petra in the city of Ignore the flames. Everyone's happy, really. They just think they're not happy. Petra's been built and it's looking lovely. Have you got a little camel in there? How cute. Anyway, these are desert tiles that are a little bit better now. Why are you damaged? Oh, you're just minorly unhappy. If you're in a crisis, any settlement that is negative happy has a tile break every turn, and it's really annoying. Luckily, it's just the one. Only one of my settlements has this problem, so that's good. It did break the brickyard, which is quite a big building. Let's fix this by making a temple of Jupiter. Lots of temples of Jupiter. These are really good. Nice chunk of happiness there, and then we'll build the basilica on top of it. This will give adjacency to my production building there. Now to citizenship. And does this work? Building roads is a really, really tricky thing, but if you stand in an urban tile and then click this button, in theory, you should be able to build roads across. Let's just see if this works. And yes, it did. For once, it actually worked. Fantastic. And does that mean that this is now connected for the purposes of food? It is. This one is now connected for the purposes of food. Yay. Okay, that's actually pretty handy. How many resources in this settlement? Not many. Congratulations, you're now a fishing town. And that'll send the food down to here as well. No, it won't, but it does go all the way to Rome. Rome is loving it. This city, not so much. Maybe it'll work itself out next term. Given the fact the age is really, really close now, we're at 80%, I am going to start incorporating this city-state near Barcelona, and we'll see if that can get absorbed before the end of the age. Probably going to be close. Let's start to get some trade routes in now. None of these resources are very useful, but it will help me to get my economic victory. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resources. We can do that. Merchant here to Sparta, merchant here to Wasset. Should be all we need. Yeah, unfortunately Africa is going to have this problem that it always does. A bunch of very, very angry locals. Seleucia is the one in particular here. I think my scout is going to particularly enjoy this, so run away. Now on to navigation for the lighthouse. Extra resource capacity. It's a good one. Here's Oracle in my second city. Another beautiful wonder that'll give me a little bit of culture every time I go through a narrative event. It's not a lot of culture. I'm mainly getting this for the cultural point, but still, considering there are 10 people on this map, I think we're doing pretty well at building wonders. Abbasid, 3 camels. I like the fact that there are camel-based unlocks. I also like the fact that there are tea-based unlocks, although I don't like the fact those tea unlocks are unrelated to England. I mean, that feels like the thing to unlock England, but you know, what do I know? Speaking of such events, 100 culture or nope. Codex. I've got another one. 7 of them to be precise. Almost there. Not long now. And our invasion force of England has arrived. Rome will not be silenced. How many times has Sparta changed hands? I don't know, but it's quite entertaining to watch. Oh well, let's just keep celebrating and everything will go away. Tell you what, Rome is truly the city. 144 food coming in now, 49 production. I haven't got any resources really. It's doing lovely. Let's now go to Wasset. A nice trade route there. How many resources we got to allocate? 3 more, I believe. And none of these bonus resources actually do anything. So we'll put 2 of them in, just double check. Yep, we want away. Okay, we will trigger this as soon as we are ready to end the age. And to do that, what I'm going to do is buy a building in Athens to replace this farm so that we can then put an improvement on the tea, and then that'll let me move the resources around. So we're ending the age when we're ready to. That's the main thing. We want to get as many points as we can. We want to time this for our own benefit. Emil Bell is going to finish in 1 turn. We still need 1 more wonder after that. I'm hoping we're going to unlock something, but the AI has been building a lot of stuff. I don't know if the stupa has been built. It is a wonder that AI often goes for, so I fear that it already has been built. Oh, Silk Road's finished itself. I think the AI might have actually fixed a resource that had been pillaged. Whoopsie, never mind. There's Emil Bell. We now have access to a unique diplomatic endeavor that sends food back to our capital, which at the moment is totally useless because Rome is nothing if not plump. Oh no. Oh, truly no. The people of neighboring Carthage are terribly unhappy. They've asked to join our civilization. Oh, as much as I would love a new settlement, Carthage is not Roman. Carthage is distinctly Punic War territory. I don't think I can. I think I have to say no. We must decline the request, which is going to give me -9 happiness and -1 influence until the end of the age. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Carthage must not join. We have another bit of negative happiness. This time we're just going to get -10 in the capital. We can handle that. Any city with Colosseum in has got plenty. Yeah, we got plenty of happiness. Can't build the stupa in any of my cities, which probably means it's been built already. I feel like I've seen Colossus get built. I don't know about Nalanda. We'll try. We will try. Monk's Mound has definitely been built. Oh, this settlement's joined us. That would be why my happiness has dropped and why the resources appeared. Okay, that makes a bit more sense now. Oh, my ally has just finished Nalanda. This is getting to be a little bit annoying now. Every time I want to take a wonder, it's been built by somebody. People have already finished Great Library as well. Okay, fine. The age, it's going to end when it ends, but we might have to just wait on this one. Okay, let's start getting some codexes. We'll start with Navigation Mastery, then Currency Mastery, then Engineering and Military Training. We should get all of them that we need. Oh, a Diplomatic point. I tell you what, 1 happiness per age. That will negate the penalty I've just taken. So let's pick up that and we should get another, 10 happiness. Lovely. There's so much space in Africa. So much. Oh man, a start here would be absolutely amazing. They've got mountains. They've got tons of resources. It's awesome. I want to go and see my allies' lands. But, oh yeah, that's a big war. Look at that. Things are starting to burn again. Why are you burning? Parthenon's on fire. That can't be good. Let's put an altar down. There you go. We can move some stuff around and give some happiness. That'll fix that. Another bit of happiness in this settlement needed. So I've just bought an altar for 2 happiness, but that means I can now move the resource over, grab this resource, and then flip the town into a trade outpost for all that extra happiness. Yay! We are fighting against the tides of unhappiness and we are winning. I'm still using my scouts to have a look around. I finally got to the wreckage. I don't get an archer, but I do get, 15 science. It's enough for navigation. That's spectacularly unspectacular, but I love it. Now into Scotland. Phoenician people. Oh, I know this village is actually friendly with me, but I want to kill it. I don't like Phoenicians on the map. I'm gonna destroy it. Claim some gold. Why not? Up to 8 relics now. Only a few turns away from being able to get all of them. I say relics. You know what I mean. Codices. They're basically the same thing. Torres del Paine appears to be on island. That's a weird setup, but sure. 20 food for 123 gold. No, I think I'll skip on that one, but that's such a weird island. I think we got to go and settle that in a sec. At some point anyway. Nalanda, can we do it? Is it possible? I think it's already been built, isn't it? Yeah, we saw that one get built. Alas. Angkor Wat, maybe. Maybe there's one more wonder. Maybe. You just have to have faith. Something will appear at some point. Why are suddenly a bunch of places unhappy again? What's going on? You're supposed to be happy. Minus deductions of 20. Oh, how lovely. That's so easy to work out what's going on. Haha, we did disperse it. Yay. Only 50 gold. Almost not worth it, some would say. I would say definitely worth it. Imagine because he's got into some peace deals. Napoleon is back in this game with 4 cities. Look at this, or settlements. 1, 2, 3, thought. Wow. Fair play, Napoleon. Fair play. I don't know how you've done that, but that is genuinely quite impressive. Another Scottish set of villages. Rome doesn't like Scottish independence, dear oh dear. Oh, and actually gives me a codex, which is my 9th. Nice. Just one more military training and we've got the set. Oh, I haven't used this button before. Overrun. Destroy a weaker unit without needing to deploy stacked units. Okay, that was fun. I think I took a tiny bit of damage from that, but I liked that. There's Aksum. 30 population. Wow. That's a big city. Same as Rome. Fair play to you. Fair play. And that's military training. Still only have 9 codexes. I feel like we should have got one there, but we didn't. I was on 9 and I'm still on 9. Huh. Okay. Well, there's no other way to get them. That's That's it. I don't think we're going to get that last point, which is unfortunate. 10 points is pretty good though. Unfortunately, there are no more wonders left either, so it is impossible for us to get the 7th point. Well, I'm pretty sure that Angkor Wat has been built, unfortunately. So we're just basically now waiting for the last turn. We have one legatus ready in London to found a settlement. We have one in Northern Africa ready to do the same thing. And this legatus is desperately trying not to die. What do you mean no valid location to settle? Cannot be within 3 tiles of another settlement or oh no, there's one just there, isn't there, that I can't see? Yep, there is. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's my bad. All right, run away, run away. We'll try and settle in a second. Japan is huge in this mod as well. That's awesome. I always like seeing a big Japan in maps like this. Let's just double check this. Angkor Wat. It is buildable. Oh, it is buildable. I thought it had been built. Oh, 6 turns or 5 turns. I reckon we go for the 5. Let's try it. The bath. Okay, that's just going to do its own thing. 3 turns is all we need. Okay, I'm going to just move my resources around as soon as I can. Make sure that has all the production, which I think it does. And we'll buy stuff out in this settlement just to make this really push through as quickly as possible. I take it all back. There are always more options. Of course there are. 25% extra food in towns. That's the sort of thing that stacks really nice to make sure that Rome continues to grow. Rome's just been building walls. I don't know why. There's just something really satisfying about weird wiggly walls. Oh, this is not close enough to the end of the age, but this legatus is going to die if I'm not careful. Right, run back. We'll nip out and we'll go and settle that as soon as we can. There is a settler here. Napoleon might actually settle in Denmark, which would be really annoying, but I can't afford to settle too close to the present. We have to do it right on the end of the age because the crisis is about happiness and our happiness is going to tank if we're not careful. It's good. I like this sort of balancing act. It's so much more interesting than in previous civs. You really have to think about what you're doing. Oh no, competing wonder, Angkor Wat. All right, let's have a look. It's in Egypt. You can see we have a full perimeter wall and one of the corners is built. This appears to be exactly the same. Oh, this could be very close. I don't know which one's going to win on this. We'll just continue building. We'll see how it goes. Okay, now if we look at the wonder, you can see it's pretty much finished and we've got 2 of the turrets complete. This is nowhere near that. Okay, we should be accelerating past. Good. Serves you right, Egypt. Serves you right. The game is warning me for being over the settlement cap. Trust me, you haven't seen anything yet. Oh, and that's America. We've spotted it. No one here that we can recognize. Oh, actually, no, that's a village and a city-state. I was thinking, oh, we met the other players, but no. There is a small part of me that is regretting not taking the memento for giving me gold for all of the tiles that I reveal on the map. There's quite a few tiles that we're revealing on the map at the moment. I mean, look at it. We've almost got a perfect outline of Africa. It's an awesome map. I do like this map. I mean, let's face it. I am Mr. TSL. If anyone's going to have to play on this map a lot, it's going to be me. So it's a quite good thing for me that the map seems really cool. It's got a big England, a big Japan. The oceans have been shrunk down a little bit just so that land masses are nice and close to each other. It looks awesome. There we go. The 3rd path complete. I should actually have the 4th path complete. I'm pretty sure the game didn't give me a codex when it was supposed to, but never mind. There's Angkor Wat. Going forward, I'll be able to put an extra specialist onto every tile into so maybe Paris later in the game will be a beautiful, beautiful city. That is 100%. And now watch me ruin my game by going just so crazily over my limit. I'm going to settle next to this wine here because this is kind of where London is, roughly. Oh, annoyingly, a unit has just moved out at the wrong moment there. Let's have a look at the settler lands. I can get to do like a little bit of a settle. Oh no, that was rough terrain. That one was mucked up. Okay, we missed out on a settlement there, but we do get the one on this tile again to pick up the wine. So we're 3 above the settlement limit. We have a North African holding. We have all of Italy and Greece, and in exploration, we can just fill this out a little bit. Make sure we put a settlement in Scotland, in Ireland, and in Wales. Flesh out France, Portugal, Spain. This will be a European empire of glory. I can't wait. Can you wait? I can't wait. Well, the wine is going to come in quite handy in the next age, as is the gold and the marble. So much extra culture and celebrations. And that's the end of the age. 12 settlements out of 9, way over capacity, but we can figure that out in exploration. That's not an issue for us to worry about right now. That's Future Ryan's problem. And as we all know, Future Ryan is an absolute chump that doesn't deserve any sympathy at all. Loads of points unlocked for the next stage. I still think we should have a great library, but 11 out of 12, not bad at all. I'm going to pick up a bunch of experience from that. Look at all that. Oh yeah. And a little sneak preview for next episode. This is a TSL game. Whilst we've unlocked everything apart from Hawaii, Majapahit, Mongolia, and Songhai, we're going to pick somebody European today. I want to really reform the Holy Roman Empire as best I can to honor the legacy of Rome. It's going to be one of two. It's going to be Spain or Norman. Now, I'm going to warn you now, this map is a little bit funny with distant lands and treasure. We'll get onto that next episode. So Spain, who is all about distant lands, isn't really going to see a huge benefit, but, well, we own London, we own Normandy, we own Paris. I have to go for the Norman civilization, I think. It's just too good, and it has a unique cavalry in it as well. That is going to be a lot of fun. We've explored a lot of the map. I'm going to get rid of Imago Mundi. I'm going to keep Corona Civica so that we can make the biggest, dirtiest empire ever, but this one, let's switch it instead. Let's put it for something that's going to help us. Just a military attribute point, because that will increase my settlement limit even more. The Normans. Cavalry. Embarking. Constructing white towers. Invading the new world. Placing down walls. And mottes and baileys. Oh, we're gonna have a lot of fun. If you're enjoying my videos in this series, if you don't mind liking the video, subscribing to the channel, that would be amazing. Remember, the save files are on Discord. Thank you so much for all of your support, everybody. I'll see you next episode. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Kappa Yobby Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Lillian, Radiatore, Technology Poet, Poppy Dude, Clibben Ferdaz, Dayboy91, Mushkin Mandletort, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Teddy Zursa, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Bookaluk 79, Bob Loblaw, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Morax, Sinikush, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovawoo, Legally Trash, Is This Live, Sortadutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Flower Power Bear, Dan Jamo, Buster Blader, Bob Tway, Abstract Fun, Slither Alley, JB Genius, Arctic Fox. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye.